Part 2. All organs in the body have evolved over time to make it easier to live there or a new environment. The biggest and most obvious evolution usually involves the motor system, circulatory system, digestive system, integumentary system, and reproductive system. For example, the evolution of limbs. Words can only float on the ocean, gradually swimming. Subsequent evolution helped many species migrate ashore. There are more forms of movement such as crawling, jumping, flying, running. From clones such as cleavage and sprouting, to sexual reproduction is a combination of genetic material. From laying eggs to being able to give birth. Organs of the body have interconnected and interplayed. Therefore, the evolution and change of one organ may change the other. It can be said that the brain is the center of evolution. Therefore, the evolution and change of one organ or habit can change the size and structure of the brain. Evolution is the process of development and going up. Animals inherit all the skills of pre-evolution, and the utility of change. But depending on the environment and health, the creatures only choose favorable behaviors to survive and develop. Gradually lose abilities that are unnecessary. So individuals can only develop part of their inherent skills. Training can restore many skills. So we can see that some animals can do more than we think. Example: when animals move from the water to the ground, their living conditions change. At this time, the body will be affected directly from sunlight. The coating will have a change to resist the harmful rays from sunlight. The fins will have to gradually evolve into limbs to movement on land. Now they can be more active, perform more movements. The brain will grow bigger and more complex. Along with the growth of the brain, and more activity will consume more energy. Animals will have to provide a greater amount of food, and the metabolism will be strong. When animals can live on land or amphibians, the food source will change, richer and more diverse. As a result, the digestive system will have to expand and be able to easily digest big and hard food. The body also needs more energy to store. Subcutaneous fat layer of skin will thicken. The circulatory and cardiovascular system also needs to provide plenty of oxygen. To feed the body, blood vessels appear more. The nervous system will also be more complicated. The change is shaped by how the body's characteristics will be regulated by certain cells. Alterations of the body or behavioral habits structure will lead to changes in traits. Reproduction is the inheritance of these traits from a parent. Genetics plays an important role in the evolution and diversity of the natural world. In order for the next generation to adapt to different environments, the child needs different characteristics than the mother. So, asexual reproduction will develop into bisexual and then sexual reproduction. And the reproductive mechanism will continue to evolve to be more diverse to create a healthy next generation, adapt to a variety of habitats. Mutations, such as repetition and deletion, can also produce new species. The evolution and extinction of animals without human appearance are often due to the impacts from the environment. The change of habitat. Natural disasters, volcanoes, earthquakes, the sun, food sources, or the interaction between species in evolution. These may be the reason of extinction. The instability of the Earth and the universe, especially in the early days of its formation, is also a major cause of evolution, creating this diversity of life. Often a group of individuals falls into difficult conditions. Only a few individuals can change to survive, thanks to genetic factors, to grow into new species. For example, the dinosaur group, the creatures that once dominated the Earth. Under the conditions of the Earth with structural changes. Due to the enormous size that the dinosaur group was almost extinct. However, there are individuals who have been able to change to survive. We see birds, or some rodent-like mammals originating from this ancient reptile. Maybe this is the distant ancestor of many animals now. From precursors distributed throughout the Earth. Evolutionary processes can vary from place to place. So, should have created an extremely diverse ecosystem on this Earth's surface. The development, creation of a new species will not completely replace the old species. But historically many extinct species have given way to new lives. The species are widely distributed, scattered in many places on the surface of the Earth. It will be more difficult to become extinct. Since the arrival of humans, there have been major impacts on the habitat of many species. Humans are the main cause of extinction of many animals due to hunting, destruction of habitat. Life is always in the direction for development and evolution are still going on. Humans destroy the habitat of many creatures and also destroying own life. People do not stop devastating activities to improve the environment. One day in the near future, maybe humanity will face extinction. giving way to animals that are more resistant and can change to adapt. Above are the small discoveries about the world around us. The world will have mysteries that we cannot explain. Deep in the ocean, at the bottom of the oceans, are mysterious worlds that have not been discovered by humans. And maybe we will find more and more evidence of the origin of life in that world. We hope and look forward to the progress of science and technology that will give people new knowledge and interesting things. Diverse world, humans are more special than all and are dominating in here. Humans' superiority compared to other species has a large brain with many neurons. We will research about this in next part.